Kent welcome Hampshire, the fans and the weather to the Spitfire ground as they began their blast campaign for 2021. And in a difficult week for cricket, a reminder that the game stands firm against all forms of discrimination. Hampshire won the toss, opted to bowl, and they were soon regretting it as Daniel Bell-Drummond, not once, but twice, launched Liam Dawson out of the grounds. Joe Denley wasn't messing around either. It was very soon raining 4s and 6s. Bell-Drummond off front foot and back. 400 plus runs in the 2020 campaign at a strike rate of 150 for Bell-Drummond. And he continued that form here, and he was ably supported by Denley. And the pair put on 86 for the first wicket, but the introduction of Mason Crane saw the end of Bell-Drummond. He went for 42. And it was spin that put the skids under the Kent top order. Sharp bit of work from gloveman Lewis McManus saw Denley depart for 44. Kent was suddenly 93 for 2. Alex Blake got a long hop from Crane that he tried to hit out of Canterbury, skidded on him, and he was on his way. That was 109 for 3, and it was soon to be 111 for 4. That man, Mason Crane, once again on the fringes of England, teaming up with keeper McManus to have leaning stumped for just a single. So a rebuild job was needed, and it was a couple of young wicket-keeper batsmen in Ollie Robinson, who's been in fine form in the championship, and alongside him Jordan Cox. And the pair would add 50, with Robinson the more fluent. 4 boundaries, 1 maximum for him. Well, Cox knocked it around at the other end. Eventually, he fell for 23, picking out James Fuller on the deep cover fence. And Robinson wasn't far behind, going across his stumps, trying to sweep to the leg side. He would go for 48. All of which meant that Kent posted a pretty competitive looking 176 for 6, although when Denley and Bell-Drummond were going, they might have hoped for more. The return of this man, first ball, writes his own scripts, Darren Stevens. Maybe a touch fortuitous to get that catch behind. Good take from Ollie Robinson, who had a fine game, and you could see what it meant to those fans. Darren Stevens, out of the blast side for the last 4 years, was throwing himself around like a man of half his age. A man who was half his age, James Logan, on debut, left-arm spinner, picked up Sam Northeast. Great catch from Jordan Cox, and the fielding was a real feature of this Kent performance. Cox would claim 3 catches, as would Alex Blake. Take a look at this one, though. The pick of the bunch, Cox flying in from deep mid-wicket, giving Stevens his second scalp on the big 1-2 of James Vince. The Hampshire skipper went for 34, and with him, Hampshire hopes. Kent were really turning the screw at this stage. And when Freddie Klassen was back into the attack, the wicket started to tumble. Good called and bowled, had to negotiate the stumps after rotating 360 degrees. The first of 4 wickets for the Dutchman. Back in Kent colours after a little time away with the Netherlands. Alex Blake doing his best Jordan Cox impression. He too would finish with 3 catches. Tremendous fielding display from the Spitfires, led by Cox and Blake. Milnes was swatted away by Weatherly. It was good to see Mad Dog back, fit and firing, but it was Klassen who was benefiting, picking up the wickets. Round the wicket to Weatherly, hit him on the back thigh, and he went for a well-made 37. Ian Holland could only pick out Jordan Cox and mid-wicket. At this point, it was pretty much game, set and match for the Spitfires. It was Grant Stewart who polished things off. Blake, who loves that long-on position. Ball just kept following him. That the third of his catches. And that the pick of the bunch. So tremendous bowling and fielding effort from the Spitfires. Hampshire eventually finishing 138 for 9. Spitfires winning their opening match of the 2021 campaign by 38 runs. Next up, it's Middlesex on Friday.
38 runs. Spitfires next action on Friday here.